Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Russia steps up its move towards the integration of the new liberated, in their view, territories from Ukraine or occupied by the interpretation of the other side, by getting rid of or withdrawing from circulation the Hryvnya, which is the currency of Ukraine. And we have this article from Republic World, and it's from July 25th. Ukraine's currency, Hryvnya, to be withdrawn from circulation in Kherson. Kherson Military Civilian Administration's deputy head revealed that the Russia-occupied Kherson region will stop accepting and circulating the Ukrainian Hryvnya. So that's done with that. As the relentless Russian-Ukraine war has reached its 152nd day, the deputy head of the Kherson Military Civilian Administration, Kirill Stremosov, revealed that the Kherson region will stop accepting and circulating the Ukrainian Hryvnya. According to Nexta, Stremosov stated that their sole currency in the area will continue to be the ruble, the Russian ruble. So his remarks came at a time when Russia and Ukrainian soldiers were fighting fiercely on Saturday. According to the information from the United Kingdom's Defense Intelligence, Russian soldiers were using artillery to attempt to halt the Ukrainian counter-offensive in Kherson. So they tried to do that. All right, well, earlier in the month of April, Russia state media claimed that Ukraine's Kherson region, which was captured by Russian forces, will make all its payments in ruble by May 1st. The transition phase might last up to 4 months, Kirill Stremusov told RIA Novosti news agency. As per media reports, both the Russian ruble and the Ukrainian hryvnia would be accepted throughout the changeover. Apart from this, Russian radio and television broadcasts were also started in Kherson. So, the Russian radio and television broadcasts were also started. They started in Kherson when the area was taken over. Russian ruble started to be the more widely used by the inhabitants of the communities, reported by RIA. Russia claimed it took complete control of Kherson on April 26. It is important to know that Kherson, which is located in Ukraine, is strategically important to Russia since it served as a component of the land route between the Crimean Peninsula and the eastern region of the pro-Russian separatists held. Local Ukrainian officials claim that Russia has replaced the regional headquarters and established its own mayor in the city of Kherson. The same thing happened in Afghanistan, didn't? Or Iraq. You put your own lackeys in control of certain positions. You put thugs with guns to protect him and the position, and there you have it. You have control over the neighborhood. How do you think it works? Ukraine asserts it will reclaim Kherson by September. Meanwhile, Ukraine has stated that its soldiers will reclaim Kherson by September, which was taken by Russian forces at the beginning of the invasion. In an interview with Ukrainian television, Serhiy Klan, an aide to the regional leader of Kherson, stated, "We can say that the Kherson region will definitely be liberated by September and all the occupiers' plan will fail." And then Santa Claus is gonna land with his sled and we're gonna make peace, all of us. Unbelievable. And these are the ones who lead people, this kind of people who just talk. I mean, wishful thinking, it's fine, but on the other hand, use some arguments, use some evidence to support your claims. How? What's going on there? Are you pushing them back? What evidence you have that in 1 month, by September, you will be able to push them away? What information you got? And besides, let's talk about the hryvnia and the ruble. What's going on over there? It's natural course of a situation that they are in. Obviously, those regions were conquered, taken, will be incorporated into Russia if if the Ukrainians are not able to liberate them. So in that case, they will create over there a border, obviously. If Americans provide more HIMARS and other rocket systems or missile systems that could reach further, the Russians will try to push the borders further, so they create a buffer zone, so their territory is defended by pushing the border further. The other guys cannot hit over that, and I don't know what's going to be in between. Nothing, just I don't know, grass and trees. I don't know. They being the Russians, they have to eventually figure out a way to make the Ukrainians stop fighting. I don't know how that's going to be. I don't think it's going to kill each and every Ukrainian. I think everything is going to come, everything. Their desire to fight will be waning away as soon as the sponsors from the West are not on the same page with them, which means when maybe I should not go there, but it's what I wanted to say, I'm going to make it milder a little bit, is that each country has its own people who will collaborate with other entities and other interests. Romanians had them, and other countries as well, which will stab other people in the back, and then the guys that stabbed other people in the back will be stabbed by other people, and because it's like a revolving door. That's how it is. So in this case, these guys who are in control, they take orders from certain situations. I'm just guessing, some interest, and when they will be stabbed in the back by other interests, then those interests need to be bought again, like the previous ones. So when it's going to be that change, if you got the right people, they will say, you know what, what's going on here is we're destroying our nation, our country. There's no way we can go further than we already are. Those guys are slowly coming towards us. We will cease to exist. What's going to be the outcome of all this? Those guys give us weapons. We cannot do anything about it. This is a scenario I'm talking about. Then they would say, you know what, that's it, stop, Zelensky, get out, and they will replace whatever, how should I put it, individuals are in Ukraine who control certain areas, areas and organizations, military troops, and command posts. The thing is, always this would be stronger than this. Obviously, you can use this in the wrong way and fool people sometime, but you can't fool all the people all the time, right? Lincoln. But nevertheless, it's just I think there will be some commanders who will either get paid by other interests, or they will be fed up with what's going on, and there will be an internal civil war over there in Ukraine between these outside groups that are supported by their sponsors and the Ukrainians, other Ukrainians, who will say we need to stop. And when that's going to happen, then everything is going to collapse, because they will not be able to fight the Russians, and the Russians will advance. This is a scenario. It's I'm waiting for this, because you can't keep everybody with all this, oh, we should fight the Russians, oh, we should do this, or when you look back and say, okay, but what's going on here? We're destroying our land, our country, we're fighting, okay, you can fight until the end. You can do what the Serbs did with the Germans in the Second World War. Fantastic, good, that shows balls. Yes, you can do that and get occupied and then fight guerrilla war, and you have Tito, fight here and there, and eventually with the help of other interests got rid of the Germans because the Soviets came back. Otherwise he would have been still under the Germans if the Germans would have not gone further. But nevertheless, the same here. I don't know what could be here with the scenarios. This is what's gonna be. The problem is not the problem. The idea is that the Russians are substituting right now the Hryvnia with Ruble. That shows that these guys are taking control, and they will be. They said on September 11, right? No, September 11. In September 11, they will hold referenda in the regions. We'll see if that's gonna be accomplished, because these guys are still, sending missiles as presents to the Russians, and they say collaborators or separatists. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.